then we have death and destruction in other areas of our lives. Heart disease didn't go away, neither did cancer and all of this other stuff, but people are going untreated largely because of COVID. And it's not because of COVID, it's because they're afraid to go, or that people are so concentrated on COVID, they're not taking care of others. And we really ignore a lot of things when we shut down the entire economy. But I'm saying that we want balance. I think everyone wants balance. We need to consider all needs and do something sensibly. I think those who say, oh, the hell with it, herd immunity, and they're on one end and they're crazy. And then you got those who say, let's stay home, and if only one life is saved, it's worth it. And I'm kind of sick of both of them. And I believe that there are people who are like me, who just are disgusted with both sides, and they're disgusted with being flim-flammed one way and the other, according to what media you're watching and listening to. Maybe I'm wrong. I was told, well, on radio, you got to take one side or the other and become controversial. If you're in the middle, you're boring. I think we need to consider all needs and just be sensible. Right now, as a result of this pandemic, we've had a lot of problems with the economy. And people, we haven't even seen half of it. Do you know the number of evictions that are going to be coming that are just waiting right now because they're not doing them? People who rent out places, they have to make payments. And people who rent, they have to make rent payments or find somewhere else to live. And if they leave that place with an eviction on their record, I don't know where the hell they go. And then these landlords, what tenants are they going to take if a bunch of people have already been evicted? Do you want someone who's been evicted from someone else that you just evict? You just evict someone and then you take someone else who's just been evicted? Or do you look for a pure tenant? There are a lot of people in trouble. And as a result, a lot of people are doing more bankruptcies. And one of the questions we had that I wanted to bring Gigi Wink up for, this is one of my email questions, is do you think people consider a reason for bankruptcy? And will I get a break because my bankruptcy comes as a result of the coronavirus, as opposed to just being sloppy and loose with my finances? That's a good question. So, Gigi, is there such a thing as a reason for a bankruptcy where, I don't know, I mean, I've never been on the end where somebody's looking for a job or applying for something where they have to explain a bankruptcy. But
I don't think that comes up much, but I mean,
the reason, no one cares.
Yeah. No, they care whether if you're looking for a job, they care whether you have unpaid debt or not. They'd rather see a bankruptcy than you be impressed by, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 worth of unsecured debt, because that's what makes you a riskier candidate.
But what about creditors, or what about people you do business with? I've always thought if you had a good reason for a bankruptcy, it's better than having no reason. Just, in other words, if you just overspent your credit cards, that would be worse than, for example, someone going through the virus. Does anyone even bother looking into it? Are those records open?
I mean, certainly they are. All bankruptcies are public records, but you'd have to dig really deep. You'd have to